Praise be to God. Today I'm going to talk on the subject non-violence. This is a very familiar term for Christians, and even well-known leaders across the globe has taken this concept from the Bible and used it to support their movement. And one such person is Gandhi. Today we celebrate Gandhi Jayanti on the eve of his birthday. Matthew chapter 5 verse 38 and 39 says, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist the evildoer, but whoever strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other to him as well." The Old Testament law says, if a person hurts you, you can hurt him back. But Jesus Christ broke all the odds, and he says that if a person strikes you on your right cheek, turn him and show the other cheek as well. Not only did he preach, but also he practiced what he preached. And in Matthew chapter 26, when he was betrayed by his disciple Judas in the Garden of Gethsemane, we see that a herd of people are coming to take him as captive. Matthew chapter 26, verse 51 and 52, we read, "But one of those with Jesus grabbed his sword, drew it out, and struck the high priest's slave, cutting off his ear. Then Jesus said to him, 'Put your sword back in its place, for all who take hold of the sword will die by the sword.'" Even at the time of his betrayal, on the time of his arrest, he did not defend himself. When he was come to be arrested, he just let it happen. And he also chided one of his disciples who took the sword and cut the ears of the high priest. And he said, "Whoever takes the sword will die with the same." And in verse 53, we see, "Or do you think that I cannot call on my Father and that he would send me more than 12 legions of angels right now?" Verse 54, "How then would the scriptures that say it must happen this way be fulfilled?" Jesus Christ understood that only when he goes through all these trials and troubles and temptations and the manner of death in which he has to go through, only then God's promises and God's purposes will be fulfilled. Even we, as we go through trials, temptations, persecutions, let us not retaliate, rather just hand it to God and take comfort that if Jesus Christ went through the same suffering, I am no better. May God help us to practice non-violence. Amen.